So I'm going to read you this poem about me going to my first poetry reading. I didn't know what poetry was, and here I am in Berkeley, California, and my first plane ever, and I'm ended up there in it's dedicated to the three performance poets that were famous and well-known in the early 70s. Jose Montoya, Chicano, Godfather of poetry; David Henderson, African-American, or leading African-American poet at the time; and Pedro Pietri. Oh my God. Pedro Pietri, man. Can you imagine those three guys in one room? And I'm sitting there, so, okay. It's called Fevered Shapes. I wallowed in a needle-spawned world, addicted to dope and the crazy life, and yet there I was in Berkeley for my first poetry reading. I was 18 with a bullet, as they say. Earlier, I had flown on a plane for the first time. Sure, I've survived half a dozen gun assaults, cops knocking me around, ODs, blades to my neck in jail cells, homeless and dank streets and beatdowns in body or bras. But flying, that scared me to death. I sat there in a crowded cafe not knowing what to expect. Poetry? I never heard lines like this before. Oh, I had written things, vignettes, images, fears, thoughts. I didn't know they were poems. I had no idea what a poem was. First up on the mic was Jose Montoya with Chicano prayers of old pachucos and strained loves and guitar solos and Indian hands and cornflower. Then David Henderson took the stage, gleaning urban black streets, racist stares, Black Panther fury, and Southern cooking. Finally, Pedro Pietri came up, Nuyorican wordmeister, flashing at radio's experiences with poems located in phone booths and real-life wisdoms that made us laugh and shake our heads. I had never heard words spoken this way, more music than talk, more fevered shapes than sentences, more Che and Malcolm than Shakespeare. These poems came for me, lassoed my throat, demanded my life savings, taking me for a sunset ride, knocking me to the dust. These poems were graffiti scrawls along the alleys and trash-strewn tunnels of my body, the metaphoric methadone for the heroin hurling through my bloodstream, the lifeline I already had inside and didn't know. These poems were pool sticks, darkened gangways, a swirl of sunrise after the graveyard shift, a blood-black yelling behind torn curtains, a child screaming, and nobody coming to help. They were a woman sent after a night of lovemaking, a sweet touch of hand to face, cascades of hair on a pillow, a moan during an elongated kiss. These poems were shadowed intent, startled doubt, sorrows without grief, the moon without sky, unknown melodies, the falling inside that happens when you push razor onto wrists. They came for me as I sank into my suicide, while fidgeting in a chair, inching under the skin as I wondered why I even came. Jose, David, and Pedro, I was never the same after this. They came for me, and I've never let go. They came for me, and I've perspired poems ever since. They came for me and all my addictions, my sorry-ass lies, my falling masks, my pissed-off wives, neglected children, angry friends, and back-to-back failures could never, ever take them away.